Hello, good morning everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today and welcome to another episode of North Star Presents. My name is Savanna here with North Star Senior Advisors, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about touring senior living communities pre and post COVID-19. Before I dive in, I want to give a little bit of background about North Star Senior Advisors. So we've been in business a little over 6 years, and we provide a guided path to senior living. So we help guide seniors and families to different senior living options such as assisted living, independent living, and memory care. And we do have a nurse on staff that can conduct a clinical assessment that will help determine what communities can ultimately accommodate your loved one's level of care. So when touring senior living communities, of course, pre-COVID-19, it was very different, right? So when you work with us, we would typically have narrowed down options for you, and we would schedule and accompany you on those tours. And so one of our senior living advisors would meet with you at the building. We'd go inside and we'd have a tour with one of the sales directors there. And so on the tour, we're going to make sure all of your questions are answered. There's a lot of uncommon questions that are forget to be asked. So we're definitely there to make sure they're still being answered. And we also provide a checklist for you, right? So what was the outside like? What was the inside like? A plethora of questions that we definitely want to make sure are asked. Now, of course, with COVID-19, right, post-COVID-19, things are very different. We're no longer conducting tours in person. Everything is being done virtually online through Skype, FaceTime, different chat programs like that. And so when working with us, we're still very much involved in this process. We really want to make sure that all of your questions are still answered. So what we do is we're helping schedule these virtual tours as well. So we can still be there with you on the call or not, whatever you prefer, but we're still there with you, to make sure that you're still being able to ask your questions. And so now that it's not being done face-to-face, it's a little bit harder, right? It's face-to-face over the phone, but not in person. So it's important to know what's most important to you or your loved one. Now that you can't really visit it, but we're there to work as your advocate and still be there to make sure that what you're asking and what you're asking is still being answered. And so I wrote a blog. It's posted on our website. If you visit www.northstarsa.com, I wrote a blog called Touring Senior Living Communities Pre or Post COVID-19, and there's a list of questions there for you that you can take a look at. But a lot of the similar questions before COVID, are still being asked. It's important to know what the food is like, pricing, amenities, all of that. But now it's really important to know what's going on inside of the communities, right? So are you still accepting new residents? How are my loved ones being cared for? What are the protocols like? Different things like that. So it's really important to ask those questions. And also, when they do move in, are visitors still allowed? Different things like that. And when you work with us, we actually know a lot of these questions already because we're remaining up to date with the communities. We're remaining in constant contact with them to be able to provide you with this updated information. So, the decision of if and when to move mom is ultimately up to you, right? But we want to make sure that you're getting a really informed decision about senior living. We have 25 years plus combined healthcare experience, and as mentioned, we do have a nurse on staff. So when we help find these communities for you, we're ultimately narrowing down the ones that can accommodate your level of care. And so when the time does come, we can still schedule the tours with you virtually and make sure that you're feeling comfortable with the communities that were provided. As we navigate the waters together, we're still remaining up to date with the state guidelines as well to be able to provide you with all of that up-to-date information. So we're very happy to do that, and I know this is a very emotional and confusing time, so it's important to have an advocate there on your side to really work with you to make sure are you getting the right questions answered? Are you getting the right and accurate information? And doing it alone can be confusing, and you don't know what exactly even to ask. So it's very nice to have someone like us there to be able to guide you. So if you guys are interested in touring senior living communities virtually now or want to know more information, definitely give us a call. 407-796-1582. You can also visit our website, www.northstarsa.com, or also drop us a Facebook message directly here. Let us know. We'd be happy to hop on a call with you or schedule a time to speak with you. So thank you guys so much again for joining me today, and see us here every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. We will be live here. So I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you.